It's an honor to meet you. War Pigs was like the first song I ever learned all the way through on guitar. So it's definitely an honor to meet one of the earliest influences. But with all the subgenres and microgenres that spawned out of metal, is there any like of the more extreme stuff that you ever got into, like any death metal bands?
I like Fear Factory when they first came. But now I'm really old and it's just a big noise.
It happens.
But a lot of the original ones I still listen to, but some of the newer ones, it just sounds all the same. Probably because I'm nearly 100.
I had a question for you. Did you get my email I sent you a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
So how much do you charge for like guest voice work?
Oh shit. No, I don't. Did you send me something on Facebook or something? Or?
No, I sent it to your email.
I'll look to it. Yeah.
Let me know.
Okay.
I have a project that you should be interested in.
Thanks, man.
Good evening, gentlemen. It's so nice to meet you. First question is, on Sunday they finished fourth. What's it going to take for Villa to get to the top?
About 3 or 4 really top players.
So what's your prediction for next year?
5th.
Oh, wow.
Oh, but Chelsea's manager just got fired, so I thought Chelsea was going to go 4th. Maybe Villa will maintain 4th.
Okay, fourth.
Yeah.
Great. So, serious question. So my first memory of really rock and roll was across the street. My neighbor had a reel-to-reel, and his father put Paranoid on reel-to-reel, and that was my first memory of rock and roll in the 70s. And you've affected millions and millions and millions of people in a positive way over the last 4 or 5 decades or more. And what do you hope your legacy is?
To not be known as a black magic band, because so many people missed the point. I mean, the fans did it. The fans did it.
Right.
But I mean, from day one, the first song was against black magic, against Satanism, and of course the media took it the other way. So I just, hope we're not remembered as that.
Well, it was very positive in my life, and I'm sure it was for millions of other people. So thank you so much.
Right, thank you.
Did you ever get in touch with Chris Holmes again?
Oh man. Me and Chris.
I just had a quick question for you. I know what Iommi's response was, but did you have any reaction to that unreleased song that was released called Slapback from the Dio? It was a song that was left over.
Yeah, I still had it on tape anyway. And I can't remember who released it. Was it
Somebody,
Jeff
Nichols'
Yeah.
song, I think, released it.
I mean, it's one of those things that if it wasn't good enough to go on the album, then it wasn't suitable to be released. So
Just another piece of the puzzle.
yeah.
Well, you guys have a safe trip.
Cheers.
It's an honor to talk to you both.
Thanks.
I was wondering if you have any stories from recording in the castle.
Yes, what was the famous Ghost one where we saw, Tony and a friend of his driver, went down to, used to have dungeons in the castle, and we were rehearsing there. And Tony and his driver went down to get something from downstairs, and saw this guy just walk past. And who the hell is that? So they followed him in, and he went into this room. Followed him in, there was nobody there. And there was no other doors or anything, no windows. And people that own the castle said, oh yes, that was the ghost, whatever his name is.
It ended up scaring you guys out of there?
It scared me to death.
Thank you.
How you guys doing tonight? Enjoying Colorado?
Yeah.
On the cover of this book, you've got this BC Ridge Eagle. How did you get hooked up with BC Ridge?
We were doing, what was it, Heaven and Hell at the time, the Heaven and Hell. And I went down to the BC Ridge factory down in, where was it called, down in California. And I really liked the stuff that he was doing. And he built me that base, Bernie.
It looks like the sick one, because I had the cheap Eagle, the 83.
I've still got it, it's an amazing base.
Still do?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I mean, did you play it on those albums?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, so Heaven and Hell, wow.
Absolutely, yeah.
We'll keep tearing it up, and hopefully we see you for many years. You know, you still look like you're a young guy.
I wanted to ask you about the incident with Malcolm Young and the butterfly knife. And
It was a flip comb. You used to be able to get like these combs that looked like a flick knife.
I remember that.
And I think AC/DC were on tour with us at the time. And I love flick knives. I always have since I was a little kid. I used to go around the streets with my flick knife. And we were in Switzerland at the time. And I saw this flick comb. And I thought, oh, it's a flick knife, so I got this flick comb. And I was sitting in the bar, like flicking, like you do. And Malcolm came in, and we were having a drink, getting on great together, and he went, I suppose you think you're a big man with that flick knife. I said, what are you talking about? It's a comb. It's a flick knife. It's a comb. And he was like totally smashed out of his brains. And he insisted that it was a flick knife and that I was trying to be a big man. So I just said he was a lunatic. And I went to bed, and then the next morning he came to my room and apologised, and that was it. And of course he got blown all over the course.
That's what I thought.
Thank you. Cheers.
That's one. Thank you.